I'm going to rule out two fears with this conversation. The first fear is that when you pass away, there is just nothing, and the second fear is that passing away is a traumatizing and painful experience. One of the main fears and anxiety amongst many is just passing as a whole. Like I said, we either fear that there is nothing or we fear that it is traumatizing and painful, and for our loved ones that have passed away, we usually fear that it was traumatizing and a painful thing for them to go through. I get asked these questions a lot, and as a psychic medium, I'm just going to break it down for you. I'm here to tell you firsthand that there is definitely not nothing after this life, because we are simply energy and spirit in a physical body having a human experience. So we as the spirit and energy always live on forever, that is infinite. It is the body that passes away, not the mind, not the conscious, not the spirit. Another thing I would like to add is that these fears are human based and human made. So when we have fears like this, we are so in our, human, physical brain. We need to reconnect with our body and remember, because our consciousness knows that there is something after this. Like, if you deep down try to find it in your consciousness, you know there's something, that, there is more to this and there's more beyond this and life after this. So when we have thoughts like this, just remind yourself to reconnect. I have spoke to a lot of various spirits about this same topic, and a lot of people will come to me and will wish me to ask their past loved ones these specific questions, and I get the same reply from any spirit every single time. And the answer they reply with to is passing away a painful and traumatizing experience. They answer with no, because the body goes through that pain and that trauma of the passing, however it went, but they are not the body, they are the spirit and the energy, so they don't kind of feel that. Because there's the three stages. There is the build up, there's the before the passing, there's the passing where you are going through that transition, and then there's the afterwards. And connecting this answer with our other question, what does passing away feel like? They also describe it like it's having your head dunked underwater. So it's like it's about to happen, your head goes underwater, you come up very quick, and then you can breathe again, and it's just like, wow. And the other phrase that I've heard from spirit is that it's like going down a slide. So imagine it's like the process of you're about to pass away is like the going up to the top of the slide, and then you're at the top of the slide and the passing is happening, you're going down the slide, and then you're just, at the bottom of the slide, you're just in it. And that all happens very peacefully, very quickly, very playfully, they describe it as. I'll put a drawing on the screen at the end of this video to help that visually make sense. Spirit says that the process of somebody passing away is more traumatizing for the people left on earth, kind of witnessing that and being with that, than for the actual person going through it themselves. Because from everyone else's point of view on earth in the physical body, they are seeing this person that way and go through this transition, and they're looking at them and it looks really traumatizing and painful, but in actual reality for them it isn't, because when that transition is happening, they've already gone into that energy and frequency where they are kind of on the vibration of out of their body on a level, so that for them it's a whole different experience. It's the whole like transition of like the caterpillar in the cocoon turning into the butterfly. Subconsciously, the spirit within you knows when like you're about to pass away. So it will make you come out of your body very quick. Like, you will go out of your body very, very quickly. So when, like, the passing away experience begins, like, you see them physically, like, that they're there, but within, they're not there anymore. Like, they're up here, they're no longer here. And there's a whole, like, subconscious build up to that, which I could talk about for a long time. So again, to break it down, it's the body that feels the emotion, the pain and the trauma from the passing, not the soul. And when they are passing, they are no longer that body. My cat has joined me, by the way. Call me crazy, but there are two really beautiful things I think about passing away, that I absolutely love and that I want to share with you guys. Is that number one is that passing is an equal experience, is that no matter who you were in life or what you went through, we all go through the same experience at the end. And the second one is that we go the way we came. So when we're a baby, we're kind of unaware and not fully conscious yet. So we're kind of learning everything, and we're learning, you know, Earth and how being human works. Because obviously we're so used to being spirit, we've come into a body and we're having to learn these things. But that goes the same for when you start to get old. So you're forgetting human things because you're unconsciously, like, slipping the human parts of you away to get yourself prepared and ready to be in spirit form again. So you're, like, starting to go unconscious again and not so in your body, because the universe is kind of preparing you for that transition that's about to happen. And I like to think that goes the same with when you become a lot older and you start hearing and seeing things, is that kind of spirit is around you a lot more. Just like when you're really little, spirit is around you a lot because you're close to that, you know, that level of energy and frequency and realm. So they're, like, around you a lot more to kind of make you get used to that, like, vibe. Just a few things I've been called to add to this video is that with understanding all of these things and with seeing spirit and, you know, communicating on this level, is that first of all you have to be open to it, because if you're not open to it, then that door is kind of just closed. And you have to be on the same, like, energy and frequency as spirit to be able to, like, you know, communicate and see them. And how I describe how it feels communicating with spirit is that you're almost, like, unconscious but you're conscious. So imagine, like, the level between kind of being asleep and not being asleep, you know what I mean? So, like, you're in the in between, like, you're also in between the physical reality and the physical world and the non-physical world. So you kind of have to be in that state to experience that and this stuff. There is so much more I could say. I could go on for hours. If there's anything else you guys want to know about, let me know. But here is the little drawing I did.